just the eat. It's just us, Oos. Day one, it's just us, Oos. It's a toy kind of mood 206, Oos. Day one ish. That's right, baby. We doing it. We doing it live. So live that I forgot this. Holy, sorry for the wait, but you know, besides women and food, there's two things I love the most: pro wrestling and GI Joe. And today's GI Joe day. It's a toy kind of mood. 206. I'm Travis Moody, your host, live from DC. Saturday night. That's right. I got Baldy Locks in the house and KJ, man. Doesn't get any better than that for Yo Joe. Not June, but Yo Joe February, whatever it is. Happy GI Joe Day, fellas. What up?
KJ, you take that question.
Baldy, you had a great stream earlier today, man. You really broke down the science with all the vehicles and everything else, and what you guys thought. So everybody, once you're done with this, be sure to go over to Baldy Locks Reviews and check out that stream. Baldy Locks special presentation, hard stop. You never know what you're gonna get.
I love it. I love the comments with the
I'm about to eat all over the screen right now, man.
KJ, you're the best promoter in the biz, man.
Thanks,
He's
man.
good, dude. His social media is on point. So speaking of, I'll just say it right now. Both Baldy and KJ had amazing posts on Instagram. So go follow Baldy Locks and Black Genghis, both on Instagram, because they broke a lot of stuff down. We're trying to go quick. I'm on the East Coast, so now I know how it feels like to be Zen this late at night, going live at 10:30, 10 o'clock at night. So it sucks, man, right? It's pretty late.
It doesn't suck. I mean, we're from that generation that could go out all night and still show up at work with the same clothes on and the same wristband from the night before.
Baldy, your mom let you use the internet again. That's the best news of the day.
Yeah, she's in bed, guys.
Love all the comments. I'm saying what's up to the chat, but I was talking to you guys for like 30 minutes. I gotta rewatch the Rumble, but I didn't want any spoilers, so I had to watch live. Thank you guys all for hanging out today. But I got first question of the day though for Zen and KJ, Baldy, and Black Genghis is: were you guys a bit nervous leading into this GI Joe day that just wasn't going to happen, or that we weren't going to get any reveals or any kind of fan stream or anything like that? I'll start with you, Baldy. What was your mentality heading into the day? There's been a lot of Marvels, 2 back-to-back Marvel streams, no Transformer streams at all. They've been quiet. Star Wars had a little quick little thing last week or 2 weeks ago with 2 Black Series reveals. So it's been dead silence. Were you a little nervous heading into today or what?
Not even a little bit. Listen, there's a lot of crying going on in the community, okay? So, or in the fan base or in the hobby kingdom. Listen, Hasbro is going to Hasbro. Nobody knows what's going on, what they're doing with this IP and gamers licensing. But for the last 5 years, consistently, GI Joe has been one of their strongest IPs. 100%. So no, I wasn't worried about it. I thought they were going to do something for GI Joe Day. They didn't. I mean, it was a pleasant surprise, but it wasn't a shock. I figured they were going to drop us with at least a render today. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So one render. I thought it was going to be one render. So they really brought it.
Oh, they did drop us.
We have enough for a whole show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. KJ, what did you think?
Oh, I loved it, man. I always love seeing those render reveals, seeing what's that? Shout out to Port City. Hold on, man. Solo. Hold on. We got solo this. That Pilsner, that Port City, that brew. That's that brew.
Cool. Yeah, I'm trying something new here. DC beer. Virginia beer, actually. But yeah, DMV.
I've had that before.
It's the brew. Good. But yeah, I like what I like. No, take it back. Take it back to the big heads. I want to see the big heads. Yeah.
Oh, it's like ESPN style. What is it? Face to face or whatever. Yeah.
This has been brought to you by Port City Brewing and Trogs Perpetual IPA.
Yeah, Trogs is a nice brewery right in Hershey.
delicious ice cold brews. Breaker, I thought it's like I can do without. Like I'll see that in Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington Coat Factory. Everything else, sign me the fuck up, man, for real. I want that snake armor. The Ostriker, I'm gonna have to sub out those wheels. I'm gonna have to sub them out. Those front wheels, I'm probably gonna get Gridiron. Gridiron has the Jungle Hound. He might not even do any tires for Ostriker. I wouldn't. I'd be like, no, buy this. Don't worry about the other, whatever. Slice and dice. Listen, man, it goes on and on. You got me salivating right now. It was
we'll get into each reveal and we'll break it down, but we're not gonna go too long. It's late. We're still gonna do a fallout of GIJoe Day on Wednesday. So we'll see Bobby, Spec, Romo, and special guest Shark Eye Toy. So yes, we've already got Wednesday figured out. It's gonna be a big show. It's more fallout on this, but it's also gonna be what do we want from the GIJoe fan stream? The announced one for the end of the month. So it'll be a prediction show. So that's a show you're going to want to watch because we're going to have lots of input and see what predictions are and like all that stuff. So we'll see what the live rumors are going on. We'll talk about the stupid tariffs that are going on. We'll talk about what else we got. Oh yeah, the whole Hasbro not doing toys. We'll get into all that deep shit on Wednesday. Tonight is just going to be flying through the renders and digging deep onto what we got. So let's just get right into it, boys, right? Let's rock and roll. We're going to go backwards with how they announce things, and we'll start with the retro cards or digital renders, and we got televiper. I'm going to go to you, Baldy. How are you feeling about this, and was it enough for you to jump on from the Cobra Flight Pod Trouble Bubble version?
Well, I mean, listen. I like this. It is fun. I like that they added the font to the glasses or to the visor, just like it was in the cartoon. I really think the technology is there where we could get an actual programmable LED, but that shit would bump this price up by at least $6, and
right,
our fandom is not going to want that. So, it's fun. I don't know if I need it. I have enough televipers.
Got you. KJ, you're feeling on the televiper. How many you getting? Because you're
I'm probably gonna get two. One so I can dribble out on the heads and make them black. And then also I can put on different labels on the helmets like hentai or Pornhub or whatever. Like it's just gonna be Naughty Times televiper. It's gonna be great.
KJ, did you say you're gonna do what to the televipers?
I'm gonna dribble out the heads to turn it into a helmet so I can put those on black action figures and make them black. I'm gonna make them black.
That's not the way that we remember them as kids.
That's I am. What can I say, man? I must have watched a lot of BET back in the day, and I'm not talking broadcast energy transmitter either.
I don't know if you guys.
That's fantastic.
I don't know if you guys remember that, but in one of the groups, this guy went on a rant about the black televiper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me, man? Jesus.
Well, that's kind of my issue with this one is it's the same face. So, you know, the ethnicity is the same because it's classic, right? Retro televiper, right. But it's the same face. They could have made like a different grimace for, you got three faces, but he's making the same, you know, like it could have been a little different for me. Do you guys feel the same way?
They're trying to save as much money as possible, man. I'm like, this brings in the most money and they spend the least money on this.
Yeah. I mean, it's double dipping. It's very smart business wise, but it also appeases, you know, all the guys a few years older than us that all they want are 6-inch versions of what we got as kids, right? So with retro, I cherry pick. Classified, I'm all in. If that makes sense.
Yeah, got you. Speaking of, we got Debo DNA. What up, man? I switched out all the arms on mine, so they pretty much look like this already. The Cobra belt buckle. Yeah,
that is a nice belt buckle. Yeah,
good look on that with the black and white. That's great detail right there. And then obviously the arms are different. Are these reused from anything we've seen recently?
Probably the original televiper. Yeah, like because instead of the compression sleeves, they're just like screw it, just make it a white boy.
Well, they had the black arms on the classified televiper. So like the all. I mean, like. Not black skin, but the black pant.
Yeah, well, they did that so that you could just interchange the
You
heads.
could flip
They're
the yeah, it made
Ricondo's arms.
sense. Yeah. Yeah, it made sense. But it is a retro carded. It's not like a deluxe, so they're gonna go minimum with what they got. But
I thought
yeah,
I had one behind me, but yeah, they're Ricondo's
Yeah.
arms.
Okay. There you go. Bada boom. All right, so this one I got really excited for, and it's well,
Yeah,
I do
whenever I
think-
can get a diaphragm joint instead of an ab crunch, I'm in. I think classified series should have been diaphragm joint from the beginning. I'm glad to see Duke have it. I'm glad that Flint has it.
Great call. And to me, I've seen some skepticism on this face, but I actually really dug the classified Flint face. But to me, this is perfection. Yeah, it's not exactly like Sunbow, but if you take like a little Sunbow, little comic, and a little bit of the retro OG toy, this is kind of like that Duke, right? Where it kind of takes all the elements of Duke from media and makes one classified retro figure. And I feel like they did this. Baldy, do you agree with that?
I think that your assessment is freaking spot on. I don't think you can really say it much better. It's a good mix of the three, just like you said. I do feel like the retro cards are, they're updated versions of A Real American Hero, the toy line, which we know is a little bit different looking than what we got in Sunbow. But I think you're right. It's the best of all three.
I'll tackle this question right now because I kept you guys hanging so much. I'm going to go right to questions. What percentage of fans do we think will actually quit when OG13 are out? None. It's just crybabies on the His Tank forums and Facebook and Instagram. You're all in till you die, whether you like it or not. But keep crying. It's more fun. KJ, talk to me about Flint and how you feel about his look.
I love that we got a new backpack. I wish that canteen popped off. That wouldn't have been hard to do. Love
like
that we got the
gridiron.
extra hands.
Yeah.
The shoddy, that shoddy is probably the first classified release should have been with all these retros. They've been out of the park. Duke, Scarlet, Recondo, you name it. I think there's a lot of people, they would have rather this been the figures we got back in 2020, in 2021. I love the futuristic looks and textures that they were playing with back then. I know it was really influenced from Fortnite, Operation Blackout, the game. They were trying for something, and it was pretty cool because you got to do updates. You got to do this. But this is the stuff that's going to keep classified series going another 5 years. I want that retro roadblock with the Modus on the tripod. I want Marine dress blues gung ho. Like make a deal with the Marine Corps. Like whatever. Yeah. It's like put them on those cards. Like that's really what's going to extend the line. They can release this entire line all over again and we'll eat it up. Like spaghetti and meatballs, man. Let's go.
I got a question for you, KJ, from a fan here, because you're definitely a gridiron connoisseur and a third-party gun guy. What is with all the handguns having the long clip?
More bullets, more murder. More bullets, more dead snakes.
Yeah, you can thank Keanu Reeves for that, man. Any movie that he's been in since The Matrix, you know what I mean? Even A Walk in the Clouds, he had that clip.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, look, 85 people watching us this late. It's almost 11 o'clock Eastern time. Really appreciate you guys hanging out and do us a solid.
Hey, yo, Travis, hold on a second. Hey, man, y'all gotta show us some love with the super chats, man. Hit us with those super chats. Like we've been busting our butts, man. Holler at us, man. A little something. So you show us a little something, man. But these IPAs that we sipping on ain't free. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. I was just going to ask for likes, but we'll take super chats as well. I actually was lucky today to get off. I'm working the DC Auto Show. I got off at 4:00 Eastern and had just enough time to put the show together and promote it properly, and it worked out for the best. I got to check out all the renders during my lunch break, and everything worked out. So thanks for hanging out with us, and happy to, and cheers to everybody tonight on Saturday night, hanging out with the toy kind of mood. Like the show, and if you want a super chat, that's amazing too. One more retro figure, and I think I'm in love, Baldy. I know you're a connoisseur of female figures, but does she top Glenda for you, CoverGirl?
Damn. You know what? I really do like Glenda. No, this one's really nice. I do have a friend who has this in hand, and it is. I saw pictures. The handling of
Jeremy
the
Kimberlin.
well, whatever. But yeah, it's very nicely done. They did a really nice job with this figure. It's fun. I think I said earlier on the other stream that this one should have been the classified, and vice versa. The short red hair that we originally got back in the 80s should have been the retro. But this is where we're at in the line. They're trying to appease fans by giving the blonde hair look. And I think they nailed it. And it's a fun, I mean, look at that. The face looks great. The hat is awesome. It's a nice throwback to the pit. Massive sledgehammer. This is a fun figure.
Yeah, KJ, I think they've done a wonderful job at keeping their Femme Fatales powerful and strong, but still pretty damn fine. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say to Courtney Krieger, like, yo, do you like black dudes? Like, that's the only question I have. Hey, yo, shout out to King Ape for the super chat. Thanks, man.
Oh yeah, dude, thank you so much. And I mean, did you have anything to say? We can read it out loud for you, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. That's what's up. That's probably how much a bottle of beer costs. Yeah, that's right. That's probably how much a bottle of beer costs in this damn hotel. Good thing I went to supermarket. But yeah, thanks, man. King Ape in the house, almost $10. Thank you so much. That's what's up. But yeah, two cover girls in and no Wolverine. But I think, don't you have one, Sherlock? I know Romo has one. A couple people have a Wolverine. KJ, you got one? 3D printed?
No, but I think they got something planned, man. I think I'm calling it. I think the next HasLab is going to be the Mobat, and I think you can swap that out with a Wolverine turret and swap it out with a Slugger turret. Like, I think they're going to do a 3-in-1. Isn't there a fourth tank? Isn't there like a laser tank that they did? Something like that. But that's what I would do. They need to just
Mauler,
get it done.
Wolverine. Yeah. Not sure. But yeah, is that Sledgehammer from the Fire Legacy, the Fireman Legacy fig? But that was an axe. I don't know if they had that's like a Triple H. Speaking of Royal Rumble, it's like the Triple H Sledgehammer, right?
That may be our first classified Sledgehammer. Yeah.
Okay. If anybody in the chat knows, let us know. But yeah,
if anybody in the chat doesn't want their sledgehammer, I'm Army building sledgehammers. So let me know.
You're Peter Gabriel. Sledgehammer.
That's right.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Almost 100 people are joining us tonight. That means the world to me. You guys have no idea. All right, that's enough for the retro. Well, I'll just ask you guys this. Why not? Of the 3 retro figures, which is your favorite? I'll go with you, KJ.
Televiper, because I can't wait to make them black.
Perfect. Zen.
You know the answer. CoverGirl.
CoverGirl. Okay, I'll go with Flint. I think I love the CoverGirl to death and Ready to Propose, but they nailed Flint, and he's one of my favorite characters in the line. My favorite from the cartoon, and I think they did greatness with him. Like I said, emulating what they did with Duke, just kind of capturing comic, Sunbow cartoon, and the old classic toy all in one figure. I think they 100% nailed it. I have zero complaints. I know some people talk about it's the harness was molded on and all that. It isn't, because we got the leaks and we saw that the harness was a separate mold. So that was not the case. But I think device, the hunt for the mass device, this was what we got last time. And these were the red crystals, I believe, that are part of the mass device. Of course, this is Sunbow Snake Eyes with the polar bear. So that was the first edition. And now today, I think we're finding out that these are, the old dreaded word. I don't think it's that bad anymore, seeing how I was able to get what I was able to buy in Agent Venom. And then today I was able to pre-order Kane and the Unlimited Spider-Man. So Target exclusive is no longer that bad of a thing. Walmart, maybe, but Target not as bad. But these are supposed to be Target exclusive. Does that piss you off, Baldy Locks, or are you okay with that? You do it, you finding things at Target or what?
I find stuff at Target all the time, so I'm not worried about it. I think it makes it fun. When things are exclusive, to me, that's fun. If I can't get it, I grab something else that I can trade for it. So it's just like being a kid on the playground. Trading.
Got it. Just gonna butt in real quick because we got another super chat. GIJoe looks like a new name to me. If you've been around, I apologize, but you don't have a cover girl. You skipped on the other one. and you can't wait. Yeah, neither can we. And I already have CoverGirl. I actually didn't think she was that bad. They could have made her a little better, but I thought she was solid. And this one definitely takes the cake. So thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for the super chat, by the way. But I'll go to you, KJ. How you feeling about not retro breaker, mass device breaker?
I'm excited for the build a play set. There's a way to do it where we can get a massive hollow.
Oh, did you freeze?
Together.
Oh, okay. I think you froze for a second.
KJ, that was an incredible Max Headroom impression.
That was my sledgehammer. That was my sledgehammer impression. No, but there's a way to do the mass device where it's just this big thing where you just hook these plates together. You know, Diamond Select, they do that stuff all the time, basically. With the Ghostbusters, you could build the damn rooftop from the end of the movie. So I'm excited just for the promise of what the mass device holds. But like I said, I already got breaker. I troop built the ram cycle. So I got like 6 breakers, bro. So I will get this sucker at Ross Dress for less.
That's what's up. Man, you're waiting on the mass device. Ross after Target. Okay, that's a long journey. Baldy, how you feeling about this guy? And are you gonna wait? I know you said Target wasn't a big deal, but how you feeling about that bubblegum face? They listened.
It's cool. I've seen quite a few people do like their own version of the bubblegum face when the original breaker came out. This is clutch. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel like breaker to me. Maybe it does to other people. There's like, is this a retro? I don't know why we're getting another breaker, but he's cool looking. I definitely like him.
For a second, I thought this was their mainframe. You know, like
yeah. Well, it's not Jake Gyllenhaal. It's not Jake Gyllenhaal breaker anymore that we had on the right. It's this
Travis fucking Moody.
Oh, that's you? Okay, sure.
Moody. Travis
we'll go with that
fucking
one.
Moody. Travis fucking Moody.
Here
Travis fucking Moody. Travis
yeah, no, anyway.
Moody. Travis.
That's never gonna stop, is it?
Not unless you stop it. Yeah.
That's what's up. We could just leave that all night. We'll end up with 0 followers instead of 90 tonight.
But I like this head sculpt. I could use it for other things.
Yeah.
I could probably
okay, so that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna grab breaker, but you're keeping Jake Gyllenhaal breaker on the right.
Yeah,
Looks like Travis Kelsey more like than me, but Travis Kelsey breaker. You're gonna make someone else.
Yeah, I'll make him like an operator or something like that, and then I'll use that for I'll just use that for mainframe.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you doing with yours, Baldy? Are you keeping it breaker or what?
Fuck yeah, man! I love that breaker.
Yeah, me too.
There's nothing wrong with that breaker. So
absolutely nothing wrong. I don't know why we're getting breaker. Like, this is weird to me.
It's a little weird. It's clutch, but it's whatever. What's that say on his shirt?
It's Grunt's tablet.
Yeah, I know, but there is a name there. Is it Breaker's name or
Kibby or something like that?
Oh, okay. So he's not an
Alvin Kibby.
He's not an army builder. Grunt's an army builder, but he's not an army builder.
I mean, if you have a Sharpie, he's an army builder.
I mean, Grunt is not a fucking army builder.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Alvin Kibby, yeah.
All right.
That's funny. You guys are hilarious.
All right, moving on.
Yeah. Well, one thing I'll point out is that this comes with what they call the meteor dust. So we got the red crystals and meteor dust. Remember, they all come with something. It's basically kind of redos of what we got with that deluxe. What's his freaking face from Comic-Con there? Help me, guys, with the mustache and Mindbender, Dr. Mindbender.
Oh yeah.
But all right, one more here, and it's probably the most peg warmed edition that we got here. I see, a lot of clearance waiting comments online underneath this. Probably the weakest reveal of the day because it's the only straight up reuse repaint. Yeah, everything else had reuse in it, but this is like fully reuse repaint on it. But I'll go with you, KJ. You're the army builder of the crew here. How you
Well,
feeling
hell
about this?
yeah, man.
Another versus pack.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
Simba miniseries. So I'm getting this in anticipation of a Crimson Diver. So yeah, I need a couple of packs of these, man. I don't know what people are hating on and shit. Like, give me this. Yeah.
Yep. And then we got a question here from Jason S., our good friend here. So we got 3 elements, and yeah, this third element would be the heavy water from the Mass Device cartoon because it's 2 divers and it's blue, right? So that's basically what we got there. Baldy, how you feeling about these guys? You clearance waiting on these, or are
I
you
don't
ready
clear-
for
I
ketchup
don't
and more
clear.
ketchup and mustard?
Yeah. This is ketchup and mustard. We never got them with the Sky Striker HasLab. It's kind of fun. I don't really clearance wait. Like if it comes out, it comes out. I grab it. I'll grab extras on clearance. So I have dramatically cut down my double dipping on the initial release, and I will buy it if it happens to go on sale or clearance. But it kind of pisses me off that we didn't get ketchup and mustard like we were supposed to, and they're giving it to us here with divers. But I'll take it. This looks like fun. It's bright. It'll pop. But you guys might be shocked. I have not opened too many of my my water guys or my water guys.
I like some of the comments here about using Snow Job's skull cap head for breaker and clutch heads. So, that'd be cool. So, and then, so this is the question I was going to ask you guys. Are we like, what's the predictions for this Mass Device wave? I mean, how many figures do you think we'll get? How many waves are we actually going to get a real, Mass Device? Will it be like Pulse exclusive? I don't think a HasLab. I don't think that makes a good HasLab. I don't think they'd even fund if they. That's just my opinion. But what are we taking away from this Mass Device thing, KJ?
I'm seeing in the chats like people, Debo DNA is asking if it's going to be the HasLab. I think that'd be a mistake because like you're forcing people to buy a big crowd fund in order just to utilize all the extras we're getting from this. I think it's going to be a build a play set. The Mass Device is a box on wheels with a laser on top. You can build this without it being, breaking the bank.
Yeah. Baldies. Yeah. What do you think for the wave? How many more figures are we getting? What do you think? More waves?
I think they're going to be smart with this. We already saw them do a build a Dio with Indiana Jones Adventures. So you could do the mass device. It would be fucking stupid to make this a HasLab. They would
massive mistake, as Blitz says.
Very nice.
That's actually a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a massive mistake. You could easily build this thing out in like piecemeal and have certain characters do it. For years people have been saying, "Hey, can we get a Build-A-Fig in classified?" Yes, this is a Build-A-Fig if you do it as Build-A-Dio like they did with Indiana Jones. So you could absolutely do it and have some fun with it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Hey, shout out to the Fortnite boat. I hope you got the Fortnite boat for $20 when it was good.
Nailed it because we kept hearing. Remember, Baldy, you were talking about how they wouldn't do a boat because of the electric can't go in the water. Like they wouldn't get the passing on that. Like with the electric lights that you get in the his tank and the dragon.
Yeah, but we don't need that. We could get
right.
Where the fuck is our devilfish at this point?
Yeah. You don't need to be adding lights and sounds and shit. Like, give us something that floats and I can put figures in.
Yeah, let's go, fuckers.
Fuckers.
It is 11 o'clock Eastern time, and we have almost 120 people watching. Guys, it means the world. Please like the show. Appreciate it. Least you could do, just give us a thumbs up. And I don't know. It'd be awesome. More stuff coming up. Cobra time. Darklon, and we don't exactly know if we're gonna get, because he's in the comics right now and he was in Destro's comic, but we do see Destro's like ancestor mask or something like that, KJ, right? I mean, what do you think that
they're having a lot of fun with this figure. Shout out to the Conan sword he freaking comes with. I think a lot of blast effects will fit into that gun, so that's going to be fun. It'd be cool if Transformer effects fit in the gun. Like, that would have been dope.
That sheath is massive.
Yeah. No, this is cool, man. Shout out to Jamaica. We got our first Jamaican Cobra, so I'm with it, man.
That's what's up. Baldy, talk to me about this guy. And do you think we're gonna get like a face reveal under that mask, or do you think this is it?
So I feel like maybe one of the leaks made me believe we were getting a regular face with this. Maybe not. I do know that a lot of the women seem to like that tongue helmet on the left there. That's badass looking. That looks like a lot of fun. Somebody pointed out earlier that it almost looks like the Dreadnought symbol. And it's fun. It's not. Listen, I don't like the color scheme. I would have liked to seen something a little darker, maybe, for this type of character. But I'm not. This is one of the characters I don't know a ton about. I wouldn't say he's Battle Force 2000, no knowledge knowing type of character, but you know,
drink to that. KJ, how you feeling about those Crimson Twin boots that we're getting there? Makes his ankles look a little thin, but
what? Yeah, it does. He's got those Anthony Davis ankles. But you know, we're getting a zillion characters out of this line. We're gonna hit 200 characters numbered, and that's not counting retro carded or the HasLabs, right? So they do what they can. Like I nothing's off limits at this point. You know, we got Crystal Ball on the way. Scoop. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Scoop. It'd be cool if they actually give him like a little mini TV. Like you can get like, Batman or like, Jurassic Park. It'd be cool to like actually give him a TV so that he can actually like shoot stuff and put it on TV. Whatever the point is, we're gonna get all this stuff, and its reuse is how we're gonna get all this stuff.
I like this comment right here. What's with the tongue piercing? It's a good one right there at the bottom.
According to Arquette, it helps with fellatio.
Woo! That's why you got to go live on this show, man. Hey,
what up, Mr. McFly? They gone. We are live and kicking live on Saturday Night Live, baby. Freaking
Would you say
yes.
Darklon here is like the opposite of a butterface?
Oh my goodness. Stop shilling, Kev. Chaz the Guru in the house. Legend. All right, cool. Let's move on from Darklon. Great reveal. I would say he's like probably a top 3 reveal for me. Flint, this. Yeah, good stuff today. Let's see what else we got going on.
Slice and dice.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go ahead, KJ.
Ninja, rap. No, I was very excited about this, and like everything with Ninja Force, even Ninja Force Scarlet, who looks like she came out of a Cannon's film movie. And of course we got V4 Snake Eyes. So yeah, this is a 2-pack that I can see going fast. Look at all the shit you get with this, man. Like the only thing they're missing is like weapons rack that we got back with the first Snake Eyes Deluxe.
Right. Yeah. Good call.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this is what world building is all about, and this is what being in the long haul of GIJoe is about. I'm seeing cats who still got those extreme sets with the dojos and whatnot. All those red ninjas and blue ninjas. Man, you could be having fun all day just making ninja photos and dioramas with this stuff. And this is on the beginning, right? So, yeah, I say bring it. Bring all that on. I need to get one. I need to do like Boog. Get one to rock, one to stock with this one.
Shout out to Boog, my guy. Baldy, that's a fuck ton of accessories. No,
it's a shit ton of accessories.
It's a
look at that tunic. That tunic and the
hands. Just the hands alone. They all have extra hands.
Yeah, I like the subtle references to, you got Mortal Kombat with the Raiden cosplay there. You got that face is based on Robert Van Winkle, who is Vanilla Ice. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. This is a lot of fun. Listen, these characters were played comedically in the Dick cartoons, and I never took them seriously. I never cared for them. They fucking nailed the update here. This looks like a lot of fun. I don't know what that beast dragon face is, but it's fucking killer.
It's crazy. They didn't even have to do this. They really didn't have to give us like the tunic, the Raiden hat, the extra mask. They could have just came out with the figures with some weapons and I would have been straight with it. But they really went next level. The one thing some people might have a problem with is Slice on the right there has a different pattern because he had like stars all over it, and now it's pretty much a clean gi, if you will. So that might be, the people that are so diehard with just retro might have a little bit of feelings towards this, but otherwise, man, this is pretty great. And yeah, I see some comments that the weapons are a little weird, but I mean, this is GIJoe, it's fantasy, it's still aimed at kids, and it does have that kind of Mortal Kombat feel, but for like more mainstream, more for a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, instead of like 20-year-old playing Mortal Kombat. So okay with it.
Hey,
man.
Travis, what do you say about other 2-packs
Yeah.
for Ninja Force?
What do just like keep going with the 2-packs of Ninja Force?
Yeah,
So
Michael Taylor has a pretty good comment about that. He wants
I
the rest
love
of Ninja
that.
Force in 2-packs. Yeah.
Nice, nailed it. No, for sure. Good shout right there. I'd love to see like Scarlet and Snake Eyes, right? Together would be good. What 2-packs would you want to see in Ninja Force? That's a good question.
I mean, you have Budo, you have, and I hope I'm saying this right, Jabang.
Jabang, jabang,
Shabangs,
she moves.
Shabangs.
She bangs, she moves, she moves.
There's a lot. Let's see. You can
What about-
redo instead of the
what about Zartan?
So what?
Zartan. Yeah,
Zartan.
the Zartan.
That's how Bobby Bees says Zartan. Zartan.
Oh, Zartan. Okay.
Yeah.
MC Ronin. I like that.
There's a lot you can do with this stuff. They can re-release that the Storm Shadow, the good guy Storm Shadow from Ninja Force. We already got a release of that, but they could do it again, like retro style. Because I know people had issues like with the pockets and all sorts of stuff. Like there's little tweaks that you can still do and still have it be like Ninja Force on the retro card. That'd be pretty cool to have like variants of the retro card.
Zartan, here you go, and Firefly, good call. Night Creeper leader and V2. Well, we got the V2 mask with the original, but a whole V2 wouldn't be bad. They got reuse. Great comments here, by the way. Loving it.
Yeah, the comments are awesome. Hey guys, if you like what you see, man, give us a like, man. When we get 100 likes, that helps out a lot, man.
Let's get to 100. We've had almost 120 tonight. Let's get 100 likes. This is the least
and go to everybody else's channel from A Toy Kind of Mood and just start liking shit.
Mm-hmm. That's right, baby. That's what's up. All right, let's move on to the next thing too. And oh wait, I went closer on the faces, didn't I? I didn't even realize I had this.
Oh, dude, do that to the beast mask, whatever that is.
Yeah, can you zoom in on the beast mask?
Well, this isn't a zoom in. This is my slide that I forgot I did.
Okay,
But this is fairly close. It's closer than this.
Yeah, that really does look like Vanilla Ice without his hair.
Yeah, but shout out to that beast mask, man. These guys will go hard, man. You guys and the detail on the other masks as well. They're going hard for y'all, man. They really are.
Bros,
we gotta give these guys some props.
The Slice mask is Squid Game-esque on the right. That has a Squid Game all over. I bet that if you talk to Lenny, that was an inspiration, or even Tony, because he's painting it, right? So
I didn't watch Squid Games, but I do see a little bit of like Predator alien around the mouth there.
Yeah, but yeah, it's full, I'd say. All right, cool. Let's move on to more Cobra here, and we got vehicles now. So we got the Snake battle armor, and looks like a thick enough torso for a figure to fit. And apparently, guys, Lenny did confirm, and I'll finish my sentence after this because we got one from Shane McNeil, $10 super chat. Glad to join a Toy Kind of Mood. I guess we're gonna have to go Saturday Night Live every time so we can get that $10. Thanks.
Hey, thanks, Shane.
Shane, thank you. That's fun.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it.
All this is going towards Travis's beer tab in DC.
That's right, baby. That's all it is, man. Shout out to Port City. That's right. It's what we do. That's all we do.
Nice.
Cool, man. Appreciate all you guys tonight, man. Means the world. So we need to Jabang tonight. All right, cool. But snake armor, right? So apparently Lenny confirmed to some folks on Instagram through comments or whatever that a figure will fit, but it looks more like a figure will sit, right?
Right.
Baldy, what do you think that's the way? I mean, I don't think a figure will stand. I know you had a funny meme. Everyone go check out Baldy Locks on Instagram. I didn't have time to throw that in here, but go check
Yeah.
it out. You
So that
had your
meme,
face on torch, right? That was
yeah. So the meme is somewhat facetious, but it it was to show that a figure could fit in there. I was joking with it going in full size. But I could imagine that it has a seat almost like the Trouble Bubble, and they could probably sit. So it's probably has a little bit of depth to it, the torso. But I think this could be a lot of fun. It looks like you can see that it's got. I'm moving my cursor as if everybody can see what I'm doing. You can see it's got the pivot at the waist there, but it also has the hinge there, so that snake danger is going to pop out forward, and then probably the helmet is going to pop open. Figure could probably sit. I bet you we see reuse of that seat from the Trouble Bubble. They love to have seat belts, so we'll see the seat belts in there, and I think we'll be able to sit a figure in there, just like you said, Travis.
Looks like this could be the MVP of the chat right now. We're seeing a lot of people, our dude One Pouch Man, the Snake Arms MVP, but a lot of people are loving this, and the people that aren't loving it are just because they're like it's going to cost like 75 to 100 bucks. Which reminds me, guys, what do we guess on the cost, KJ? What do we think? Give me a price with a figure and without a figure, if it does have one hidden inside.
I'm gonna say with a figure, $79.99. Without a figure, $59.99. But this is gonna have a figure. We just can't see it yet. So they're probably still designing it.
Nice. That's probably an extra for the fan stream. Because remember, guys, we have a
Yeah.
fan stream at the end of the month.
Like think of the Hydra Stomper from What If from Marvel Legends. Like whatever that costs, that's probably what this is going to cost.
I'd be okay with 75 to 80 with a figure. I think that'd be a steal. I think some people are guessing 100 with a figure, 75 without.
100's too much. The vamp was 100. I'm not paying 100 for this.
Good.
Listen,
Good
I
call,
know I'm
Lucas.
dropping the F-bomb, but I'm also about 6 deep. So I would say F that. Fuck that. I'm guessing somewhere 55, 65 tops. I don't think it comes with the figure. I think this is well, here is the thing. They have numbered these things because they always include a figure or a character. So I could be completely wrong. But the snake armor could be sold on its own as a character. It's almost like a bat. Right? I always thought the bat was a smaller version of the snake armor, just autonomous. That was in my head as a kid. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking no character figure. This is the character. And we come in at somewhere around $55. KJ, I think you were saying the Hydra Stomper.
I think
that was about 55, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I think I think they need to do figures sold separately because I'm not about paying. I got a zillion figures. And I just want vehicles for them. But if they want to test out market and they want to test our wallets, all right, fine. I definitely want one of these. You do figures sold separately. I would have probably gotten 2 of these. I got 2 of the gridirons and a 3rd Python Patrol mech, right? So see what happens.
Okay, a couple of things. First of all, Ryan, never apologize. We love you, man. He said, "What's
Thanks,
up,
man.
Sorry I'm late." And you're late on a late show. That's even more amazing.
We're hella late. Yeah.
But yeah, so a couple of things, right? So the articulation you pointed out, Baldy, this is going to be amazing. I reviewed a custom version of this from eBay that was a gift 2 Christmases ago from my roommate. Shout out to Lance Paul, and that was just a shell, and I actually could fit a Cobra Trooper, and it was a really fun little custom, but you couldn't do anything with it. It was just a stiff shell of a snake. So the fact that you can get articulation in the arms, and obviously you see the ankle and the feet articulation there, probably at the knees, around the waist. That's an articulated, and this is kind of setting the stage for like a classified Air John Transformers Joe crossover thing for me. It's almost like a test in a way, to me as well. And then I want to shout out Plastic Battles, because he often knows things. I think, I don't know if it's via the Full Force Patreon or whether, but it does come with a figure. And the reason I believe this is so, not only because he says it or whatever, it's because all their vehicles have always come with figures. And this is technically, a vehicle. It's just, like a walking thing or whatever. So yeah, I think 75 would be, to me, it's a great deal, because then you're looking at 50 for this massive thing, 25 figure. I think it's fair. 60 to 75 would be.
I don't know. What was the ferret price at? 55.
So the Super 7 one is 14 inches tall and it's 125 on Big Bad Toy Store right now.
And it also sucks ass.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember what the ferret was? Was it $55? It was the same as the Trouble Bubble.
Action Figure 411 says Cobra Ferret was retailed at 55, $54.99.
Yeah, I think the top we pay with the figure is $65.
Wow. I hope you guys are right, but I don't know. We'll see. Some people are like Sherlock's with me. I'd be shocked if it goes under 60 or 70, but
yeah, and if we're getting a figure, maybe we're getting another female trooper, which I'm fine with. I love the ladies.
Cool. So does it look like, KJ, does it look like that's how it'll look? See the OG, shout out to 3djoes.com, our dude Carson.
Because we have, I will be amazed if they found out a way to keep the hinges on the waist swivel on this thing and still have it open up and we could put in a Cobra Trooper. That would be impressive. I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from the depth of this. You know what I mean? Because we really don't know. It's a digital render, so it's hard to tell the depth of that. Yeah, I call it the diaper, right? The crotch watching, but it's hard to tell if that's got a lot of depth. The legs could fit in, and we just can't see it.
What would be cool? You guys remember Aliens, right? The power loader.
Yeah.
So the power loader was straight up a bodybuilder dude in a fucking mech suit that Sigourney Weaver stood in, and that's how they did that. So you could have done a snake armor where you actually have a character that basically sits on it, and it's like augmented, like exosuit. So it bends with the legs, bends with the arms, and then you put the case on top of that. There's probably a way to do that, but it will probably cost twice as much as this one does.
Well, they did it already. Gridiron did it with the Trouble Bubble.
All
right. So great call there. We got a good segue. We got right here do you think they are announcing, and we'll get to the next vehicle in a second. Let's talk about the snake armor, but do you think they are announcing the snake armor in response to Gridiron Studios robot mech stuff, which we got right here?
This stuff is planned out years in advance.
Yeah.
We're seeing the renders now because they've been working on this stuff since 2022, right? So I don't think this is in response to Gridiron's mech suits or the Gridiron Jungle Hound or anything like that. It's just business. And this just ended up, timing-wise, Classified dropping their snake armor, Classified finally dropping their Awe Striker, which we knew they were going to do, right? The surprise drops come from Gridiron because they're just faster, right? They use stereolithography, SLA. They use FDM. They can design something, print it, paint it, and ship it in its next level. And so this just ended up just being timing, basically.
Right.
Right here, Flaffle says, Full Force said to expect a snake armor a long time ago. This stuff has been in development for over a year, not a response to Gridiron.
Yeah, the homies know.
It just comes down to timing and who announces what first. It's kind of like Valiverse getting the signature from Sergeant Slaughter first, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It was already in the works at Hasbro. His just came out first.
Yeah. Good question. Michael Taylor's on point tonight for sure. You guys all are, but it's a good question. Could this be a Comic-Con exclusive in price? No, I think it's going to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. I don't think they would put this as a Comic-Con. It doesn't. I don't feel like it has a Comic-Con appeal to me.
I can see fan channel. I can see Big Bad and Entertainment.
No, I'm going to go with Michael on this one. That's a great fucking call.
You think it's Comic-Con exclusive?
Dude, yeah. Because not everybody needs this. Not everybody wants the snake armor. This is
but they still want something. Comic-Con itself, the people at Comic-Con also approve the exclusives. They're not going to know.
I'm with that. Yeah.
Okay.
So they know who Serpentor is. They know who Cobra Commander obviously is. So, but this, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll die.
All right. Well, I told you guys I was 6 beers deep.
I'm 4, 3, or whatever. I can't even. Yeah, look, here we go. Plastic Battles is here to save the day. This will be a Pulse exclusive, like the Vamp. They'll complain, they'll wait, and then it'll sell out and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
for sure. That's
all right.
Yeah,
right. You can get a shout to Flawful. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. But this is true too because I'm sure they've met. So I'm going to say, sure they've met. Let's just keep it there.
Lawful has a good point because you could do a dark blue armor, you can do a crimson armor, you can do a Python Patrol armor, you can do an Iron Grenadier black with the gold accents. Mm-hmm. You can do a lot of shit now that you finally have the stuff tooled and planned out. So there are all sorts of things you can do.
And listen, don't think they won't. Once you put the money into a mold like that, those molds cost a ton of money. So you want to get a return on your investment. So you are going to see a crimson version. You're going to see the dark blue. You'll see the Python Patrol. So,
100%.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. We got another super chat.
Jason S.
Our boy Jason. Thanks for the Saturday stream, guys. Maybe Travis is on something with the Energon vibe of the snake, and the operator is some sort of smaller mutated snake dude. Then that ties into Comic-Con. See how we're all, because that was.
It's all connected.
Serpentor, Cobra La. This could tie into that. But I don't see they haven't announced the Energon thing yet. But I like where your head's at and appreciate the $10. More beer for me. I'm kidding, guys. But yeah, thanks so much. All right, let's get to some questions. We got one more toy, but I don't want to forget you guys in case I end up stopping the show and forgetting. Let's go to this. David Allen was here very first. He was here yesterday. So Travis, are you coming to MegaCon next week while you're on the East Coast? Where is MegaCon? I'm in DC till the 10th, and I have to work every day.
MegaCon is Orlando, Florida.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty far from where. I appreciate it, man. Hope you have a good time if you go. Gerald Dreba. Hey guys, have you guys ever done a panel to bring, I guess a panel on the show, I'm guessing, to bring on guests from the community and maybe let them show some customs on the collection? Yeah, there's a show called Welcome to the Terradrome on Black Genghis where they have taken over the Terradrome, which used to be Black Genghis, Dreadnought Ryan, Chris Johnston, the Fixer, Tony Sfigs, Tony Romo, and a slew of guests. We've had Ray Murphy, we've had Leon Hobbs, we've had help me out here. Well, we've had Customs, we've
Ray
had
Murphy,
a lot of
Giles Gifford, we had
Giles
Skeletron. They were those guys great, Ben and Matt. And we're still going strong. I talked with Tony. We're looking at also doing more like a clubhouse feel. So we may have multiple guests on and we're all just workshopping. I need to get a webcam so I can show the mitts and what I'm doing. I got stuff planned for Frostbite, for Tactical Blade using the Cobra Island roadblock. Got a lot of fun stuff planned out. So we'll see what happens.
And I would say that the slight difference in format, it still carries on much the tradition. You guys are killing it, but instead of, it was almost like our GIJoe special show. And since this show has just become everything, GIJoe specials and toys, that show is more like that. Like you said, more of a community hangout. You guys are actually customizing toys live, but then you also will get it like we did in the past, get into the guest stars, what they're working on, show some slides, talk about their social media, the impact on the community, the feedback. So you guys are doing all of it at once. And to me, it's a stronger format because it separates itself from what we do here. Where before,
appreciate it, man. I mean,
what's the
grab your Grab
Yeah.
your paintbrushes, grab your Dremels, because we're gonna have you on and you're gonna make some shit. It's been a while since you made your last custom, so we gotta have you back to the Terradrome. But let's keep the party going, man. We got 126 people watching this, man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Last one that's off topic because he says go birds, and it's because I got this stuff in the background, but the real there it is. Here it is. There's a bird's hat there, bird hat up there. That's not my first team. It's this guy's first team. He's the real bird in the house. He's in Philly or Jersey on the line. What's up? Talk to us about the big Sunday next week, a week from tomorrow.
Well, as you guys know, Philly has been on the map for good and bad for the last couple weeks. So very excited about next week. At this point now, Philly needs that win, I think. And man, a lot of fun. Listen, I actually threw this on tonight because I have worn through all of my Eagles gear. Tomorrow's laundry day. And it is like, I don't know, it's like 28 degrees outside, so I had to throw something on.
Very cool.
Yeah. But dude, I noticed that too. Good eye, whoever said that with the seeing your Eagles gear in the background there.
Yeah, they're playing Usual Suspects. I can see it already. Kaiser Sosa. Anyway, look at this. I purchased the Jungle Hound from Gridiron, and look what we got right here. It's the Jungle Hound. We're showing it, and there's a strong reason. Not only are we friends with Mr. Mark Von Cannon and his lovely family, his kick-ass sons, and all the work they do. And this was a hell of an announcement. Only the day later, we got this, and everyone's kind of going nuts that we got this amazing Gridiron off striker. Only to see this like a day later. It's kind of weird timing, KJ. How do you feel about that? They could have waited, or they could have not waited because they're a corporation.
No, man, this is business.
What's your feelings on this? Yeah, talk to us.
And there's a cost to doing business. So GIJoe, they know it's GIJoe Day. They know it's February 1st. They've already teased Striker in all these other different figures. With Mark, he makes a good point, man. It's like you give us 30 days, 45 days, you can have a Jungle Hound now. There's no telling when the Striker will actually get here. It could be like Christmas when you get this Striker. It could be next year. Who knows? But they're announcing it now. So it would be cool. It would be really, really cool if we could get that Striker, say March or April. I think it's going to be way later than that. However, with Gridiron, the way that Jungle Hound is made, it takes them like 2 days to print those out. But you'll have that sucker. And the Gridiron stuff, it holds up, man. It really does. The Ground Pounder APCs, the Kickstarter Howitzer they did way back in the day. That stuff, it's the next level, and that's really where a lot of action figure manufacturing is headed. It's going to be printed. It's going to be STL files that you download, and then you print out your figure, and you can mash it up however you want. That's where the future's headed. But for now, if you want that Jungle Hound, you want that buggy, you can get it. If you don't want to wait on Skyhawk from Hasbro, you can get that Air Eagle from Fans Hobby. It just depends. It just depends on what you're willing to get. It's business.
Yeah, that's right. Baldy, you want to step in and talk to me about this whole thing with Gridiron dropping and then Hasbro 48 hours, I believe? Was it maybe 72? It was maybe 48, I think. It was pretty close, right?
I think it was
less than that. Maybe 20. It wasn't 24. It's probably 36.
I think it was 18 hours.
Was it really less than a day?
I think it was less than a day.
I don't know. Like, I'm just waking up in a hotel room and going to work every day, so I don't know. Time's all over the place for me. But talk to me about this. That's a crazy turnaround. Like the day later, that's like, man, that's almost like
again. It comes down to timing. Hasbro knew what they were, what render reveals they were showing today.
Yeah.
Maybe Gridiron had an idea they were showing theirs today, or maybe they had no clue. But it's look at the difference.
Look at this. It could go the other way. He's right. Gridiron knew it was GIJoe Day today, so they announced it right before GIJoe Day. That's pretty smart, but they must have got tipped off to know. I mean,
tipped off or whatever, but I mean, you can tell this is a recent picture. They've got Leatherneck in the picture here, so
right. It is new,
Yeah, theirs is a beefier. It's third party. You are paying. It's a specialty item.
Yeah, so you're looking at $200, right? Because this
Right.
Jetman asking, yeah. So you're gonna pay twice as much without a figure. That's just the way it's a small family company. It's not like a it's a family business, I should say. You know
Right,
what I mean? It's
and
not
you're
a
going to pay
corporation,
more
billion
for
dollar.
you already know that you pay more for certain things from I brought up Valverse earlier. The reason their Vanguard is priced a little bit higher is because he's a smaller company. The same
We got some battle in the chat here. They didn't know it was Joe Day today. I'll last mark myself.
yeah, well, I mean, it's been Joe Day for the
I
last
don't know if I
60
want
some
to ask
years.
him. It might be an angry phone call. I might just leave it be. I might just leave it be. But either way, you can't go wrong. You're gonna have to wait a long time to get, the official Awe Striker. And then there's some differences here, right? Because the one on the left is actually is closer to the retro. The one on the right has got smaller wheels because it doesn't have that bank. I know KJ made that comment. Go check out Black Genghis. You did a terrific breakdown on the O-ring off striker versus classified one, and we're not going to get into the O-ring comparison because you can just go to Black Angus. We'll talk about it on Wednesday too. But remember that the rocket, that big giant green gun the OG one had, and then now they just got like the 50 cal on it. It's a little tiny and weak to me.
Well, it
on
looks
the new
like
one.
reuse from the Vamp, right?
Right.
So
this one's polarizing. A lot of people are must have, and some people are going gridiron, and some people are not getting either. There's no consensus on either of these two items, I don't think.
No, they can go either way. But I want to give a special shout out to Cold Slither 401, who basically called the Awe Striker on the right a lawnmower.
That was hilarious.
And I think we got a super chat earlier from the homie
Ryan Daly. Sorry about that. I always thought the original Crankcase, which is what was a show right there, was a bit weird looking, and you can see him on the left and right with the green sweater. But this version looks awesome. Yes, they've changed the green sweater to
the vest.
They added the vest now.
Right. See my vest. See my vest. See my vest.
They've added the vest to the figure now. So Baldy, talk to me about this maybe improvement, right? With classified version.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know for a deep dive if you guys are Simpsons characters, but Ned Flanders is based off of Crankcase. They did a really nice job here. It's fun. Like, yeah, it was always weird, that sweater, like what the frig is he wearing? And they did a nice update here. I'm looking forward to getting this.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's cool looking. They nail the mustaches. I think they do a nice job.
The Joe team's mustache game is on point.
It really is. The accessories are fun.
Two shouts there, Baldy. The drink thermos, like the Vanguard, he says, right? See it on the left there. And then also that helmet's awesome, man. That color pattern's really cool. Oregon Ducks almost.
Let's go back to the thermos there.
Yeah.
All right. So you got your GIJoe, your cup of Joe. And I loved how throughout social media they stole this from Action Force. And I'm just like, well, Barbie had it first in her camper vans. So it's been done. It's been done. It's okay to say it was inspired by somebody, but this is a lot of fun. I think it's hysterical that they have that GIJoe mug in there. People might army build that.
That's funny. And also, I want to shout out. I know Genghis also gave him a shout in the chat, but Render Reveal May. And then once Matt Cohen gets his hand on this Shooting the Galaxy, shout to him. People are like, fuck yeah. So he's gonna make everything look great, whether you hate it or not. And it's gonna happen.
He's gonna make it look better than 70s porn.
Well, he's the one guy that's gonna actually. I guarantee you, we're gonna see a fight scene, and he's using that mug, like to hold off a knife or something.
Yeah, he's got the ginger brunette look. He's not fully ginger. But we had a bunch of, didn't we have a bunch of gingers in a row or something? I don't know. I feel like that's why they did that. But yeah, either way, pretty good. Also, like there's more texture and painting now. Not everything's just orange, brown, red, green.
Right.
It's more realistic. So you can have dark hair and still be, Irish or Scottish or whatever. But yeah, we'll see how I'm sure we need to wait for STG's photography to get another. You can't just look at this Ostriker and judge it, but the smaller wheels in the front, I understand, but we can't really tell from the digital render on the banking here, so we'll have to see on that. But that's Crankcase. That's almost everything, guys. We got a few extra questions, and like I said, we'd go through this in an hour. We pretty much did. The Hasbro GI Joe fan stream is coming later in the month. I think this Wednesday we'll just have a prediction show. That'd be a fun follow-up to this, and then let the other boys, so other 3 members of the Toy Kind of Mood, they'll be on. We've got Shark Eyes Toy View, he'll be on. So it'll be 4 awesome dudes talking more about GI Joe Day and then what's next. We'll save what's next for them. But what do you guys think of GI Joe Day? Whiskey scores. I'll go to you, KJ.
Before I do the whiskey scores, guys, we are only 6 likes away from getting 100 likes, man. Please like. If you like what you see, if you like me, Baldy, and the homie Trav, give us a like, man. Once we break 100, man, that always helps, man. It's super nice, man. Breaker, I can do without. Ostriker, I don't like the power wheels on the front, the little mini wheels. Everything else, kick ass. Slice and dice and the Cobra Ninjas. Darklon with the blood clot, boom. And I would say 4.5 whiskeys, man. I'm docking half a whiskey. I'm docking that sip of whiskey for those front wheels. And I don't know why this motherfucker is breaker. Just give us mainframe, just like or something else, But that's basically it. I was very pleased.
And before I go to whiskeys from the true whiskey drinker himself, Baldy, we've got some questions here. I forgot to ask about the price of this. Probably same as the Vamp plus the tariff. So 120, 119.
No,
it was 99 for the Vamp, right? Was it 99?
99.
Yeah, so
I think
109
come in at 99, maybe 89 because those front 2 tires are a little bit smaller.
It's a smaller vehicle. You're not getting as much bang for the buck for sure.
Yeah,
So it
I
could
think
stick
it'll
at
be
79,
cheaper.
99. Yeah.
Maybe what was Serpentor at? 74.99, 79.
Hold on a second. So Pinto with the air chariot was like 100, wasn't it?
Nah, I think he was
69 or 75. Yeah.
So you might see it somewhere around there.
Yeah. And
so
then
Pintor was 79.99.
Okay, cool. Entertainment Earth has Hasbro product dates of the 6th, 7th, and 13th. Thanks for that. Okay, cool. So,
all right, so I would expect a stream maybe before that.
Oh, well, no, this could just be the pre-order from this, and then the fan stream could be more.
Okay.
And a follow-up to that, maybe. Maybe. Well, they said later in the month, but later in the month could be next week.
Later in the month could
Right.
be Monday.
Could be in an hour from now. But yeah, well, it might not be at the end of the month. So maybe a fan stream preview on Wednesday would be perfect. Baldy, give us some whiskeys.
I would say right around 4 today. Same thing. Like I'm not sold on the All Striker, and it's really just the wheels. Just the wheels in the front. That's the only thing. It just makes it look smaller, and it could be because we saw the gridiron drop yesterday, the beefier wheels. But
this
no,
whiskey's for all the whole everything. It's for the GI Joe fan day. It's not just for the Ostriker.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge fan of Darklon the way he came out.
I thought Darklon was a really good update.
It's the color scheme. It reminds me of Tiger Force Dusty. I don't know what it is. It's that color scheme. I just don't care for it.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So I loved it, man. I love the Sunbow divers. I can't wait to get that Baroness diver, man. I'm confused by a lot of the comments I've seen on Instagram, on YouTube, other streams. I'm like, yeah, I mean, there's no wrong way to Joe, and we all have different things we want out of classified. I get it,
All right.
I like this comment right here. This is how I feel. The reveals brought some life back to the line, and it's not like it's struggling. I just did, and if you missed it, there's 130 people here, so maybe some of you did. I did a ranking video of the last wave, and 2 of the 4 figures got very high scores. They might end up in my top 10 at the end of the year unless they keep pumping stuff out. So I think they're doing good, but it was so quiet. 2 Marvel, just to reiterate what we had in the beginning of the show, 2 Marvel fan streams in a row, a Star Wars fan stream that had barely anything on it, nothing from Transformers, and nothing from Joe for a long, long time. And we got no pending pre-orders besides the retro cards. So I was just like, what is going on here? But today I thought brought definitely back like some life in there. So I'm going to split the difference, 4 1/4 out of 5, 4.25. I think it was a very strong 8.5 out of 10 if you want to do the old IGN score. I think it was a very strong day. I don't think it was like if we got a Thunder Machine instead of the Striker, and we got to see a secret character that was in the snake armor and like not those crappy diver repaints are okay. I think this would be a 4.5 plus, but I think it was good. It was good. Darklon, Flint, I mean, CoverGirl. Yeah, I mean, I think getting 2 vehicles in a render day, I think they did great, especially just for renters. We didn't even get the fan stream yet. So I think it was a very good step for that. And
the last time they did this, within a couple days, we had more shit revealed. So you might see some more stuff revealed just in the next week.
Right. And since we're about to go, I will do this, Stanley. Ostradamus Toys, Kenzo's Creations Clubhouse is live now. I have the links at Tony's Figs is going on or is on. Okay, so Tony's Figs from a Toy Kind of Moves on another stream. There's so many streams today. Shout out to Punk, shout out to Full Force, Baldy's homies, 3 Poa, all everybody, the whole entire YouTube military toy space went live today. But most importantly, we did, and we capped it off. And you guys joined us, 135 still with us at almost fucking midnight. Just Eastern. So crazy. I got nothing else for you guys, but please like the show. Get us 100 likes. So that way the people that didn't join us.
We got 100 likes. They gave us 100 likes, bro.
I want 200. Like the show if you missed it. Shout out to everybody who hung out with us tonight. Thank you guys all for hanging out and super chats and all that good shit. But yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else. What else you got, boys? KJ, talk to us.
Tony and I, we're still planning on relaunching Terradrome. We're just getting all the ducks in a row. I have the Mofex Black Panther on the way, so I am going to make some noise about that. Still going strong on Instagram. TikTok, I'm trying out this TikTok thing. I keep getting distracted by talk bays because they are on there and I like it. But I am also going to be celebrating a friend's birthday, so I'm going to leave as soon as possible. But thank you guys so much for rocking with us. Thank you so much for the super chats, man. Thank you. And I also see this dude here, Baldy. This dude's going live. Special presentation. Check out both of those episodes. They've been a lot of fun so far. I can't wait for the next one. In the chat, a lot of great energy from the chat, man. So
that's what's up. Yeah, and I'll second that. Baldy, that's awesome that you're doing live streams. And last Wednesday, a few days ago, we didn't go live because I just didn't feel like it and there was nothing going on. And you went live with everyone in a Toy Kind of Mood and kicked ass and had a good, it was like you literally just went live. There was like no promotion. You promoted it right when you went live and you had an audience.
Like Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
I did again today, and we had a great turnout. I got tens and tens of views. I love it.
I saw like 40 to 50 people. Like for you're not even known for live streaming, so I think that's fantastic.
It was fun, and I want to just reiterate, guys. I'm in the Philadelphia area. We have been on an emotional roller coaster with the playoffs, and then just shit going down in the city. Life is fucking wild. All right. We've already seen the California guys go through stuff. We're going through some stuff. Heck, you're in DC where I
flew into the Ronald Reagan Airport. Not many hours after all that shit happened. And I didn't know if I was going to get delayed and lose money. Because if I don't show up to work, I don't get paid. I don't have, this is a gig. right? So I was lucky for that, but never mind that. Just man, with all the wind blowing into DC, that was the most frightening flight, but I made it. I'm alive and never been more
and
alive
that's what
hanging out with my homies.
That's what I'm getting at. Everybody in the chat, thank you guys for hanging out with us. This is an escape from reality. We all have our own shit going on. The world is just a wild place in general, and this is a fun escape. So I like hanging out with you guys. I like listening to the chat. I'm terrible at reading the chat, but I appreciate everybody that's there. So thank you guys. It's go Birds. I really hope we pull it off next week. And
go Eagles, baby. Go Philly. That's what's up.
And just peace and love for Philly right now. So
yep, we need it. All right, guys. Hey, a toy kind of mood 2-6 on a lovely Saturday night for KJ, Baldy, and
Travis fucking Moody. Travis fucking Moody. Travis fucking Moody. Travis fucking Moody.
You're gonna get hit with a copyright strike, buddy.
Travis fucking Moody.
we're still here.